Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 4. So, last time we finally cornered and defeated that annoying grave robber, Nika. We got a blessing for it. Everyone's luck has been increased, which might or might not help in the long run. We'll see. I mean, a single point of luck probably doesn't make a huge difference, but it's supposed to make things go more favorably for the respective characters, which is all of them right now. So that's nice. Well, and with that, I think we actually want to move in the direction of Patrick's Tower, which means I'll have to move around this geyser. Yeah, I think I want to visit Patrick's Tower on the surface level first before diving back down into the underground area again. So this is where that fancy inn is. Right, I'm going to take a look at this map here. Next. Did I see something moving there for a second? Maybe not. This wall here... Oh, okay, we got some undead here. Ah, right. Undead, cold damage. Yep. That's where I could have used one of those newly acquired fireballs. Oh well. What? Oh, that hasn't happened in a while. Where he started out with a with his AK has been repawned. With his bow out, and of course I was not ready for it. Yeah, again I had to press the X button twice for that to happen. Weird. Not a huge deal. It's probably... I could probably also figure out why that's happening. There's another dancing bones. Hi there. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's more like it. 26 damage. 51. I mean, I suppose, yeah, the potency of mage spells depends partially on the mage spell skill, which obviously she only has 1 point in, so it's not going to be as effective as Mario's mage spells, which makes perfect sense. It's completely appropriate, but we still have the option, and you know, casting a relatively low power fireball for 1 mana still beats casting a... That writhing mass is not hostile, is it? Wait, is it? Also, what did we just pick up? Energetic herbs, okay. Hello? Did it say that I calmed it or something? Writhing mass seems nervous, yeah, okay, it says it right there. Weird. That's the first time I've seen that happen on a non-animal. I mean, are sentient slimes, or not sentient necessarily, but you know what I mean. Are they animals? I've never really considered that. I guess they're a sort of creature, just not typically one that you expect to, I don't know, react to attempts to calm it with gestures or words. Typically described and perceived as pretty mindless and just focused on destroying things. But who knows, maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. Another swamp nodule, huh? I mean, I guess it's nice that there are plenty more than you really need, at least as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so anyway, to finish that train of thought from forever ago, it's nice to have the option to have a very cheap spell to cast in situations like just now, where the enemy is literally immune to her more expensive, more damaging priest basic attack spell, Smite. And this writhing mass for some reason was not calmed. And we're definitely not going to be able to finish it off, no. Not before it has a chance to do something. I should have skipped her turn. because we definitely would have finished it off this turn with everyone else's attacks. Not using my energy very efficiently here. Oh, and does this actually lead... Oh no, this is just this tiny little corner that we've seen. Nope. Never mind. Confusing that. Yes, okay, so this just connects to this, the side of this bridge. Alright, and if we follow this path, that should lead us to Patrick's Tower. Which I could do, but... Yeah, there was this one corner of this map. I guess that's just gonna lead around to the tower from the other side, so either way, it doesn't really matter which way we took here. This is where we saw that skeleton, or dancing bones, I guess it was called. Okay, let's not deal with that for now. Let's focus on this. To Patrick's Tower, yes. So this is the main path. Maybe the other path doesn't lead to the tower directly. Maybe it only seemed that way, but I guess we can always run back around if it turns out to be the case. There's some kind of chasm here. Oh, actually, yeah, well, there was one there before that I somehow didn't really take particular note of. Okay, Patrick's Tower. You have reached Patrick's Tower. This is the first home of magical learning in Avernum, built even before the Tower of Magi. It is a small tower of dark stone molded out of living rock in the best magical fashion. The tower was founded by Patrick and Hathwesa, two of the wizards the Empire foolishly exiled to the underworld in the early years of Avernum. They're gone, but their haven of learning and research lives on. Good to hear. All who seek knowledge are welcome. Well, we always seek knowledge. Just to confirm, yep, this definitely connects over here. Alright. The circle closes. That is not a container that we can interact with, but considering there's some green ooze, oozing out of the other one, that's probably for the better. Small graveyard here. No messages though. Oh. Patrick, Wizard of Avernum, beloved husband. Oh. Here it says that, and this must be Hathwesa, Incantatrix of Avernum, loyal wife. Okay, we cannot walk around the tower entirely, but it does have multiple entrances. Not quite what I remember it to be in the past games, but that's not the first time that the place has changed pretty significantly. Demonstration platform, okay. Okay, here we can squeeze behind the tower, and that expectedly leads to the same underground section. Okay. There might be... Oh, we're actually... I guess we came close enough to the tower interior to get healed, and also stripped of our buffs. There was a gazer there, or some sort of beholder-like creature. So that's nice. Let's actually enter through the main door. Get the proper introduction here and all that. Although I guess we did get the introduction. Okay, central courtyard. Dining hall. Soup perpetually available. Wow, I like that. That golem is blocking up that doorway. That guy's wandering around. Oh, sorry man, I did not even see you there. Wasks. You meet a Slasterikai traveling merchant. He has a heavy pack over one shoulder and a spear over the other. His legs and arms are covered with scratches. He must have been traveling through some hostile territory. He bows to you. I am Wasks, traveler and trader. I would be honored to exchange goods and money with you. Where do you travel? I go out into the wilds, and I find herbs and roots and such. And I go from colony to colony, trading, and then I go home. Many places I go to, but this place is favored. Where is your home? The Slasterikai proud colony of Gnas, at the north side of the Great Cave. It is there I find my mate and my eggs. I go there when I can. What other places do you go? I go to Fort Remote to the west. The wizards there need things for the defense. And I go to the Tower Colony, where the Almarians are not insane. Why do you favor this tower? Because of my happy memories of Patrick and Hathwesa. They were wise ones. Wise how? They were kind to me, kind to all intelligent creatures. Nephilim and Slithzerikai were welcome here. They were talked to about history and culture. Patrick and Athwisa have gone beyond now, and they are missed. Sure, I'm gonna... What? Oh, sell things to you. I thought I was going to buy, but that's fine. We wanna get rid of these, right? Yeah, we have... No, wait. Alright, yeah, I decided not to use these, I guess. Right, I gave him the area of embraces. And this is what he had before. Right. And this is just a sword. Okay, sure. I'm gonna take a look at your wares as I first initially meant to do. Energy potion, various... I mean, I could buy some leather and steel, but right now I'm not going to. Okay. It was nice meeting you. There's a mage. Sages come from all over Avernum and occasionally even the surface to study at this library. They are a thoughtful lot, but not a social one. I see. But hopefully we might find someone here who knows about ancient languages and might be able to help us with these scrolls that we've carrying around for the entire game, basically. Hello? Nope, that's just another sage. Difficulty 40, 20, 40. Okay, so we're not supposed to open those, I guess. What's it say here? Library South Wing. Library North Wing. Oh, Rita. The librarian of Patrick's Tower is a distinguished elderly woman in plain, neat robes. Being the librarian here is a very prestigious job, as following the destruction of the Tower of Magi, this is the largest library in Avernum. She approaches you quickly when she sees you, probably afraid that you will finger her precious scrolls with dirty fingers. Hello, hello. Please don't touch that. I'm Rita, librarian for the tower. Did the castle send you? I hope so. About time. No, the castle did not send me. What? How can I keep this repository of learning safe if nobody does anything about the thieves? Don't they understand the magnitude of the problem? Ha! She sighs and with effort calms down. All right then. What do you want? I mean, let's ask some general questions first. What is this library? Little that would interest you. I mean, that's kind of rude to assume, but also understandable, I guess. The books here are of history and theory. We only have a few books that describe spells, and those are kept secure for a number of obvious reasons. What sort of theory? Mostly the theory of magical items, how they are made, what they do, how to identify them, and so on. Though we have made such advances in item identification that those books are now out of date. Huh. Okay. What was having to identify magical items a thing in the original Exile games? I don't think there was ever anything like that was ever mentioned, as far as I remember, but I guess I can see that being a thing. Can I look at those spell books? I knew that you would ask. Well, I mean, it was literally the only option left, but okay. Perhaps. The tower has let adventurers access our tomes in return for certain services. So, yeah, anyway, I'm trying to help a mage named Lark decipher the script. Lark? Never heard of her. Why do you assume that it's a woman? Because that name doesn't really... Does it sound female? I don't know. Anyway, never heard of her. Let me see that. Rita takes the paper and looks at it, shaking her head. How odd. It's... Wait. She laughs. This looks like dragon script. The sort that they write in, something that their clumsy claws can handle, but bastardized as if a human was trying to write magic in it. Badly. I can't make any sense of it. You know, the library you should look in is Koth's. Plenty of dragon script there. But that is impossible, of course. Why impossible? I mean, we haven't been able to... Wait, Koth, though? Where was Koth? Uh-oh. No, I think the one I was thinking of right now was... Was that Aethron's lair in the honeycomb? Where was Koth? He wasn't the one... Oh boy. I should remember. There was the friendly dragon who was not Koth, near Formello. Motrax? Yeah. Motrax? Motrax. Motrag? Something like that. I think Motrax. And there was Pyrog, who canonically died in the first game, I think, who was relatively evil. That was near that free colony that apparently no longer exists. In the central northern area of Avernum. Where was Koth? He was not the one in the unmapped tunnels either. Oh boy, I'm sure it says so. It's gonna say so right here. Why impossible? Well, Koth is a dragon, and he left Avernum. His abandoned lair is in the farthest, most remote caverns of northwestern Avernum. Northwestern? And I doubt that he left many of his treasured books behind. No, I think you're decades too late to complete your quest. But if you're ever near the dragon's old lair, you might poke around for a hint. Are you sure? The northwestern. Yes, northwestern. Once again I confused west and east. How's that even possible? My brain. It's that's the explanation, I guess. Yeah, northwestern. Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking. That was the only corner of Avernum left without a dragon that I could precisely remember. Although I still don't really remember where his old lair used to be. I guess maybe the memory's going to come back once I travel that area again. But either way, it looks like we're not going to be there for some time yet. Anyway, you were troubled by thieves. Yes, and not the ordinary kind. Shades, goblins, gremlins, stealthy magical creatures from the tunnels below the towers. They sneak in and they take my books. I sent message after message to the castle, letting them know of the problem. But they say they have worse problems. Worse than the keeping of our knowledge. Doubtful. Perhaps I could recover the books? Why would I possibly decline to help her? I would be most grateful. The stolen books, if they haven't been burned, defiled, or eaten, are in the tunnels under the tower. I believe that we have lost 5 of them, perhaps more. I think we might already have 5 of them. We definitely have found quite a few of them. Anyway, if you can bring me 5 of the lost books, I will find a suitable reward for you. All right. And indeed, we have 5. Well, I recovered 5 stolen books. She takes the books, inspects them, and sighs. Mold, tooth marks, broken bindings. It will take weeks to repair the damage. Ah well, I'm grateful for the help, even if the condition of my books was not maintained. As a gesture of gratitude, I will have one of the spellbook chambers opened. And please, I beg you, wash your hands before you finger the book. Right. Still troubled by thieves? Yes, still, but thanks to your timely and violent action, it's much less of a problem. Why do you assume that it was violent? Because they were all really just lying around on the ground. So can I turn in more? No. Huh. I wonder if I could technically have handed in more than 5? I guess not from the way it was written. This is probably a bad idea. As usual. Also, I have to expect hostile things coming my way anytime, any moment. There we go again. So this is what I should do, as always. Oh, that must not be the one that she was talking about. Patrick's Tower has a number of useful spellbooks locked away. They're provided for the education of loyal, proven fighters for Avernum, like, say, you. You start to study the book. You learn more about magical manipulation of physical objects, especially those objects made to keep you out. Your skill with the spell Unlock Door increases. I mean, I've never really... Okay, that's another locked door. I've never really tried using that spell, honestly. Maybe now I will, now that it's higher level. I doubt that it's gonna be more effective than Dirk's tool use skill, though. Patrick's Tower is a number blah, blah, blah. You learn a hypnotic chant, which can cloud the mind of a foe and make it fight for you for a short time. Okay, control foe. Is that indeed a mage spell? No, that's a priest spell, right? Yes, of course, we only learned that pretty recently. Okay, so this was only level 20. How about we Huh. That actually works. Okay. Noted. Level 20 locks can be opened, making all the skill points I invested into tool use completely obsolete. Great. Good to know. Patrick's Tower has a number of... Yep, okay, still the same. You learn more about 2 spells, which tinker with the passage of time. Your skill with the spell Haste and Slow increases. Awesome. I mean, Slow I hardly ever use. I mean, I can only assume that this does not open. The doors? Yeah, that door is already open. Okay. Yes. And the spell's too weak to affect that other lock. Good to know. Level 35 though? I mean, I hope that it's not possible to unlock like this. Okay, good. I mean, it would be convenient, but you know, that would feel a little bit silly because you know, that would make any locks a complete job. All right, there's the portal pylon. Very good. I feel like I was talking about something. Oh yeah, so of course having the haste spell improved is incredibly useful. Needless to say. Laboratories, okay. Hello, Sorengard. Oh, Sorengard. That guy must be pretty old by now. You interrupt a wizard who is in the middle of a messy job, dissecting the arm of some clawed reptilian creature. He seems happy for the interruption. After washing his hands and wiping them with a towel, he says, I'm Sorengard. Welcome to my busy little laboratory. It is plain from looking at him that Sorengard is not a native Avernite. He is from the surface. He's probably been down here less than a year. What? Am I crazy? Isn't he one of the original triad of the Tower of Magi? What was that guy's name? Probably not Sorengard, or maybe he. I don't know. I guess we'll see. What are you working on? A simple dissection. An imp the golem crushed just outside the gate. Solberg is having the tower catalog all the monsters of Avernum, their powers, their breeding habits. Solberg. Of course, there it is, right there, Solberg. Okay, so Solberg is around here, because I thought that his name was mentioned at some point, and he obviously was not at the tower colony. So I was expecting to find him here, but yeah, I mean, Solberg, Sorengard. Not exactly the same name, but, you know, they both start with S-O, so I guess I feel that my confusion is partially justified, maybe. Anyway, cataloging the monsters sounds like a good idea. Their powers, their breeding habits, their weaknesses. Yep. Are you making good progress? I suppose. The 2 monsters that plague us the most, the giant shades and the monsters in the water, they are hardest to research, so I'm concentrating on smaller specimens for now. What have you learned about that imp? So far, I've only learned that it eats meat and smells very bad, but it is early in the process. Okay. Are you from the surface? Yes, I am, though I hope you won't hold that against me. I came down to Avernum as soon as I got the chance. Okay. Are Avernites hostile to you? Not usually. Mainly the older ones, who have a passionate hatred for the Empire that will probably be with them until they die. Those born here tend to tolerate me well enough. Why did you come here? Because I'm free to study magic here. On the surface, the Empire has a stranglehold on the art. And how do you feel about how the Empire has treated Avernum? The Empire has treated Avernum terribly, and the Empire should be nicer to Avernum. Avernum is not a nest of traitors and criminals. It is a nice short speech, clearly well rehearsed. Yet as he talks, there is a strange look in his eyes, like just for a moment, a flash of anger. It just lasts for a moment and then is gone. Okay. Let's not worry about that anymore, I suppose. Is dissecting monsters the main sort of research the tower does? It is now. Before I came here, there was a lot of item research, trying to figure out what artifacts did, identifying unknown items, that sort of thing. Once, when one of your lot found a strange sword, you had to take it to a sage to identify it. What a horrible waste of time. Yeah, I guess. But thanks to the research here, identifying items is now standard adventurer training. As it should be. Can you teach me any spells? Oh, he indeed can. Was not expecting him to. Let's see here. Summon aid. Strong days? Excuse me? Days is already pretty strong. That is extremely, yeah, utterly ridiculous indeed. Maybe I should wait and see if someone else offers the same spell, because that is a lot of money. I'll try to keep that in mind though. Jewels. The alchemist of Patrick's Tower has a vivid blue streak in her black hair. Okay. Doubtless by choice, and her arms are dyed green up the elbows. Probably not by choice. She greets you with a smile. Ah, the adventurer. I heard gossip that you had arrived. We have standing orders from Solberg to aid all of your kind. I'm Jules, and my little laboratory is well equipped. What would you like? What happened to your arms, first and foremost? Oh, what you'd expect. Something got away from me. Slime sprayed around. It's all right, though. These stains should fade in a year or two. Okay. Do you have many such accidents? All alchemists do. That is why we always keep a supply of healing and curing ointments handy, as well as a big bucket of water. Big buckets of water. Makes sense. Can I purchase any potions? Indeed I can. Oh, knowledge brew. I mean, expensive maybe, but I should probably also buy this, right? I mean, who knows how many of these I'm gonna need by the end of the game, depending on how tough the final combats are. Can you make a potion for me? Of course, if you provide the ingredients. I can make some rather effective brews for you with quality components. Look in the book by the west wall if you want to see what I can make. Nice. Nice, right. Okay, energy elixir, armor elixir, restoration elixir. No idea what that even is. Oh, restoration, as in energy? No, that's energy elixir, derp. Restoration elixir. Invulnerability brew. That must be the more effective version. Huh. Okay. Restoration, though. I don't think we have a normal restoration potion. Three skill points, okay. That just opens. There's another book in here. Oh, wow, how nice. Patrick's Tower has a number of useful spellbooks, blah, blah, blah. You learn more about chants which increase the strength of your allies. These chants are not difficult, but with study, their efficiency can be increased. Your skill with the spell War Blessing and Protection increases. Amazing. Wow. What great upgrades. Almost making me wish that I had come here sooner than I did. But I mean, it's fine. We got them now. What's that? Nothing. Not harmful, for one. Oh, I guess that golem that was standing here was not actually trying to block the passage. It was just randomly wandering around and deciding to stand there. Good to know. Administrator's office, alright. Some private rooms. Presumably. No one in here. But we should be able to just unlock this. Sure enough. Okay, let's take a look at the administrator's office. Oh, of course. That would be Solberg. I was kind of expecting an upper level to this tower because, you know, right now it's not really much of a tower. But, I mean, it never was multi-story, I guess, as most towers. Only towers in name. This old man, the current administrator of Patrick's Tower, is one of Avernum's most famous wizards. He is Solberg, former member of the Triad of the Tower of Magi, and resident of Avernum almost since its creation. Like many wizards, he has used his magic to prolong his life, and like most who use such magic, he looks miserable. Shrunken, hairless, bent over, and withered away. Without his magic, you doubt that he would last a day. When you enter, he looks up from his papers and examines you. He has a distant look, as if he's seeing someone else at the same time as he sees you. Again, he says. Everything happens and happens again. State what you wish to know, and leave me to my efforts. Many other troubles. I mean, I'm hoping to help with some of those. Can I talk to you about the tower? Of course. We have always worked with adventurers to deal with magic. To increase it, to fight it. He coughs and shakes his head. That is why I'm here. After the founders died, they stored me here. After all I did, here in this hollow shell, He stops, then shakes his head. What do you want to know? Who were the founders? The tower was built by Patrick Padrig and Hadwisa, powerful mages, both of them. Who came down with me so long ago. They did not choose to extend their lives as I did. They died, old, together. They were not alone. They Solberg shakes his head again. This is not a time for history. You aren't happy here? Should I be? I did things to myself. So much to stay alive, to be able to fight for my home. When all the others left, and he sighs. King Starus placed me here, out of the way, an administrator, unvalued. But I will still do what I can for our home. What does the tower do? It is a library and a place of research and study. Lately we study monsters. What do you study about them? We look at them, write about them, poke at and dissect them, understanding them, how they breed and think, and are fought. We never know what the next creature to rise up and threaten us will be. Gazers, goblins, the formelon face-leaping spider. We understand all of them to prepare. Formelon face-leaping spider, huh? I really hope that does not really exist. Can you teach me magic? Solberg looks down at his trembling hands, then he shakes his head. My teaching days are long past. Others in the tower might help you. Yeah, but could you maybe talk to them and make them not ask for ridiculous amounts of money? What sort of troubles is the tower having? Oh, monsters, of course. What else? It is a common problem around places of magic. The residue, the spilled potions, the radiating power, they sink into the earth. They make changes. And lately, these problems, they have been worse. And we need to hire adventurers every so often to clean up. What needs to be killed? A demon. Ironic. A demon, unafraid, under this tower. He laughs, although you aren't sure that you get the joke. Well, I mean, he has had his past experiences with demons and towers, I guess. It was attracted by the power. It feeds on it, and draws those like it to itself. It is in the tunnels, right under this tower, right under us. It calls itself Lord Borelon, foolish creature, sitting still, waiting to be killed. If you are the one to do so, I will see that you are rewarded. Where did it come from? Who knows? The ether, the hidden walkways. It was drawn to our power. Who knows why? Why is it so odd for a demon to hide under here? Because of old history. Because of what was here. Oh, Demon Slayer, of course. Yeah, I guess there is some irony to it. He doesn't say anything beyond that. How do I get down to it? Explore the lands around the tower. There are plenty of ways down. Through the pathways the tunnels Borelon used to draw its allies. Of course, the way down from this tower has been sealed. We are not fools. Yeah, I may have removed that seal. Actually. Whoops. Let's see here. I heard that you might know where the sword Demon Slayer is. Solberg is silent for a bit, then he nods. Demon Slayer exists. The blade of heroes that was broken and reforged. It was not lost, but that is all I will say to you now. It is truly a blade for heroes, though not perhaps for you. No, but we know someone who seems to think that he might be the right person. Okay, well, I guess he's gonna probably be a little bit friendlier once we took care of that demon, so why don't we look into doing that? Right, there's also another way down. Okay, interesting. Let's see where this leads, I suppose. Oh. This tunnel was recently caved in, probably to protect the tower from whatever lurks beyond the rubble. It is very hot down here, and you can smell rot and sulfur. Okay, fair enough. Yep, that's completely collapsed. Thankfully, there is another pathway. Let's take a look at this chamber. Oh, you know what? Both of these might not be connected to the main cave. In fact, it looks like they're not. Okay. Alright. So I'll have to look for one of the many other entrances again. Can I see where one of them was? I'm sure I'm gonna find it again. Let's deal with these creatures first. Where the heck are we? Can I please? Okay, I could have just clicked here, I guess, to begin with. Yeah, I was trying to press the number keys to jump directly to the party, but it didn't work in this case. I guess that just doesn't work in combat, because you cannot select the character to highlight. Rotting Shambler. Alright, let's fire an arrow, take a look at how tough this guy might be. Protection first. Improved haste. Halfling's definitely pretty resistant to physical damage. Why did I do that? Who knows? Yeah, why am I so stupid? I thought I actually did hit the hotkey for haste, but apparently too fast to actually register, which is why when clicking on her, I switched places. But then, I don't know, my brain got completely scrambled and I clicked on him again. And thankfully that thing did not attack twice, or else you would be screwed. Yeah, I mean the plan was to have her hasted so she could use her undead killing spell, but right now we'll have to keep doing this, or do this to begin with, in order to keep him alive. Well, I guess I might as well haste everyone. Okay, let's do this once, see how effective this is. Not effective at all. That is not an undead? Apparently. Okay. How will you react to this then? Okay. Pretty well. Alright. No idea what it was. But apparently not an undead. Okay. Jade Chain. Poison resistance, acid resistance. I mean, that's a lot of resistance right there. Oops. Mage spells and hardness. Yeah, well. Fire and cold resistance seems more valuable than this. That being said, 1 point of gymnastics? Probably not all that valuable. It doesn't happen often that I value any kind of protective equipment over potentially offensive. But, I mean, yeah, again, 1 point of gymnastics should not make a real difference either way. Okay, fully healed already. Anything else? Yes, there is a nest that does not have anything, just trash. Okay, fair enough. Now, a gazer. We're actually still hasted. And that thing definitely does not like being stabbed in the face. I mean, it is mostly face, so I guess that makes sense in a way. Is it? Okay, experiment. Does it count as a demonic creature? No, I guess not. Well, I suppose in that case... Okay, it is resistant to lightning, at least. Let's go ahead and poison it. That was actually quite a lot of poison damage, or acid. But yeah, it's gonna get killed by physical attacks for the most part, except that Mike unfortunately skipped his turn there. Let's try some cold damage. Okay, that's better, but not amazing. $28, okay. Let's just do that again. And it's gonna die next turn. Oh, 4 right now. Easy peasy. More ice dogs. I have those, some of those in my stash already. Another wisdom crystal. Yes, please. And icy geode. Okay. Okay, well, that was nice and all. Where do we actually go to get healed? Entering the tower is not enough. Oh, okay, it's right here for some reason. We should actually be able to find our way to the underground somewhere around here. Yes, like right here. Perfect. Assuming that, yeah, this is where the basilisks were, assuming that they didn't respawn. But just in case, let's start buffing right away. No. Will I ever get used to having to manually select her before I can continue buffing? We'll see. Maybe. Okay, might have more hellhounds spawning. Yep, well, there's one. But of course these things are not too much of a concern. These should actually be killable with this. Very much so. Resistant to fire, as one would expect, I guess. Okay, easy peasy. There's Lord Borelon. Save the game. Okay, that's just the other side of that tunnel, and this is... Oh yeah, okay. Actually, that is pretty much all of this level explored, except for this little corridor here. Well, we're pretty close, so I think I'm going to start buffing now. Oh, right, and we probably want some magic protection, so you never know what a demon like him might throw at us. You are at the center of the network of tunnels under Patrick's tower. This is the core of the monster-infested warren around you, and here you have found its master. Not that that was particularly hard. It is a demon, a tall, scaly, infernal creature. It is 9 feet tall. Its skin is a thick layer of reptilian armor, and its claws are vicious, ebon daggers. And it looks worryingly happy to see you. Ah, yes. Just when I was getting hungry, another meal is sent to me by the doddering fools above. I am Lord Borelon, and I have taken the core of the tower for my own. Come and fight me, and you will know despair. Okay, nice speech right there. What are you doing down here? This is my lair now. It is a good place, where I can feed off the magic that flows from above, and where my minions can hunt you Avernites for sport. It is a great honor for me, among my kind, taking this place as mine. Why is it such an honor? This was the resting place for the feared Blade Demon Slayer. Now you humans have lost it, and I have taken its home. Okay. And there's no chance that I could convince you to leave peacefully? None at all. My kind has its honor. I have claimed this chamber as my lair. It must be mine until I choose myself to leave, or I am shamed. And be sure, I do not choose to leave. Are you responsible for all the plagues that have struck Avernum? Yeah, no. This thing might be relatively powerful, but it's obviously not that powerful. Borelon is amused by this. No, I do not deal with the Avernites business. That Avernites business. But he does know about it. That's interesting. They sent an envoy to me, and I ate it. I will not work for them. Oh, interesting. So Rentar was trying to enlist this guy to help her. Well, you know what? Enough talk. Leave, or I will kill you. I mean, why do I even give it the option to leave? No, I will just kill you. You think you can kill me? I'm warded. I have powerful magic guarding my spirit. If you would kill me, you must kill all of my forms. Well, let's get on with it. Borelon grins. Yes, let us battle. I like to tenderize my meat before I dine. He raises his clawed hands above his head and begins to chant. It's not a spell. He's calling for something. Okay, why don't we kill him before he can do any such nonsense? Huh? I don't want to talk in combat mode. I guess we can actually do this. Oh. Oh. I hope he becomes more vulnerable when the fight starts for real. Something answers Borelon's call. 4 hideous hellhounds climb out of the pit in the center of the room. Each looks around for a target. Then they charge their chosen prey, howling as they run. Hellhound hunters, okay. So I guess there's probably not much of a point to try and attack him directly until we've dealt with these things. They resist the daze spell. Oh, that's annoying. And we don't have that strong daze yet. One of my enemies. I guess we've recently upgraded that to the highest level. Let's try that on the boss. Yes. He is slowed, for what it's worth. I guess I'm gonna have you intercept the first hellhound here. You help with killing that one. Okay. They breathe fire, thankfully not dealing tremendous amounts of damage quite yet. Going to do some mass healing to stay on the safe side. Although she's able to deal very high damage to these things, like so. So having her attack twice whenever possible is definitely valuable. Let's see. I mean, I guess I'm gonna try dazing again. Maybe I was just unlucky. No, they all resisted. Okay. That deals okay damage to that thing as well. Please double hit. That was not quite a double hit. Okay. Thankfully they're extremely stupid. That helps. Let's see if we can finish off this guy here. Oh. She only had one action this turn. And he's also down to 8 action points. Why is that? Finish that one off. And unfortunately, yeah, he was 1 action point short. Okay. Oh, not okay. So they can bite twice. It's annoying. Really don't want her to die, so I'm gonna have her heal herself. That did not fully unpoison her, unfortunately. Okay, he's back up to 12 AP despite being stunned. Right. Also, the demon is not... Actually, is he hostile now? No, he's still considered not hostile. You know what? Maybe I should have him stand there. Okay, no. The Hound still decided to come after her. So he's just summoning more creatures, summoning waves of creatures for us to kill before he really joins the fight himself. That's why he's currently so hard to damage. Okay, 7 AP, so she only gets 1 action here. Try to cure your poison and hope that... Well, I mean, we're definitely going to kill that thing now. As in... Well, let's see here. You should be able to... Oh, Smite is a higher level. Okay, never mind. It's probably immune to fire, so let's just waste some mana on that more expensive spell. Okay, Borrelon calls out again. The stone starts to shake under your feet. A huge statue climbs out of the pit. Its eyes and rocky surface glow fiery red as it looks around you for prey. Then it lunges at you. Borrelon laughs. Only a single enemy? Okay, she's still somewhat stunned. I mean, the thing might have area attacks, but I'm going to try and get rid of her poison first. Okay. You are going to slow down this enemy. And you're also going to apply acid, because I have a feeling like it might be a little bit hard to damage otherwise. Okay, not that hard to damage. Okay, that works for me. Gonna heal the party. This thing is definitely not going to be susceptible to... I keep forgetting what it's called. To repel spirit. It's not that hard. So I'm gonna try a smite. Okay. Maybe it's just very resistant to magic. Immune to fire. And extremely resistant to lightning. Okay. Good to know. So we'll have to smash it physically. Which we can do, no problem. Wow, he had a lot of action points. Huh. I guess that's where his quick action and gymnastics come into play. Okay. I mean, all of our buffs are still active. It's not like we have anything that can debuff an enemy. I mean, I suppose I can try this. It's not gonna work. Yeah. Oh, that was a surprisingly good hit. Okay, I mean, you can try slowing down Dirk, but you're not being very effective doing so. And that should be the end for this thing. As the golem crumbles, you turn to look at Borlon. The demon looks less impressive than it did before. The magical aura of power that surrounded it has weakened. He doesn't look afraid, though. Fear is not part of his nature. He says simply, "My pets did not succeed, but I will. Prepare to face me." Okay, now he's hostile. That means... Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button now. Oh yeah, he's definitely susceptible to this, and he's actually taking a lot of damage. I like it a lot. Just in case the slow effect from earlier did somehow dissipate. I renewed it there. 41 damage, okay. Pretty resistant to physical attacks. But I mean, he's halfway dead already. Aura of fire, huh? Why do I press M now? Whenever I want her to cast priest spells, it's bizarre. Okay, wow, and she suddenly started dealing a lot of damage. Huh, well that was... I don't know, kind of an interesting encounter, I guess, but ultimately the fight against the demon itself was way too easy. You direct a savage blow through Borlon's defenses. It strikes him square in the center of the chest. He looks down at the wound and pokes it with his claws. Then a spasm shakes his body. His body disintegrates as it falls to the ground, sending off a shower of sparks and foul-smelling soot. And then he's gone. The conversation ends. Indeed. Okay, that was that. There's another stolen book. I'm pretty sure that we can't do anything with that. Radiant Gauntlets. Extra hit chance. I mean, we're not really missing anymore, like at all. Blade Master lethal blow, obviously superior. Stun resistance, fire resistance, -5 to hit chance. Better armor, and overall a +10% to hit chance. I guess this is a worthwhile exchange. Oh, these are heavy though. Now he's suddenly in danger of running out of room. I mean, he's not quite there yet, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Armor ring, stun resistance, yeah, I mean, everyone has something more or less offensive. Yeah. So, hold on. We're going to sell that one. Well, the game considers that really valuable. I mean, it is armor and stun resistance that I could use on an additional slot. But, yeah, I'm not going to. Right, previously I decided not to dispel these. But now that the demon is gone, that should be safe. And this leads absolutely nowhere. Huh. Well. Okay, that was successful. Unfortunately, we still cannot use the quick way back up. So we're gonna return the way we came, hopefully not running into more creatures. No hellhounds, that's good. No basilisks. Okay, looks like we're in luck. Well, let's see if Solberg is going to be a little bit friendlier. And of course, what our reward is going to be. I also want to note that we did not actually receive any free soup, which I find a little bit, well, I don't know, disappointing. I have destroyed Lord Borelon. Solberg nods. He looks unsurprised. Yes, over the years I have learned to recognize toughness in adventurers. I knew you would do well. You might even be worthy to wield Demon Slayer. He pauses, thinking, then says, Yes, I know where Demon Slayer is. I do not share the secret lightly, but I will let you know. But then there is the matter of your reward. He has a large sack of coins brought for you. Also, I will have one of the spellbook chambers in the library unlocked for you. Mighty knowledge is now yours to be had. So, tell me about Demon Slayer, then? Solberg is silent for a bit, then he nods. Demon Slayer exists, the Blade of Heroes. Yes, how do I prove myself? In the recent troubles, we have lost access to the hiding place of Demon Slayer. If you can reopen the way for us, I think you have earned the right to have it. Or to give it to someone else, I guess? Maybe it's just an option. Maybe I could choose to wield it, or I could choose to give it to that NPC if I find no real use for it on my party, as happens to be the case. What is Demon Slayer? A sword that slays demons and similar creatures. A magnificent blade with a long history of being used by adventurers. It was the blade that killed mighty Grahoth. Very prestigious. Where is Demon Slayer? Most importantly, in the currently uncontrolled caverns northwest of Fort Emerald, called the Scree Caves. Okay. Northwest of Fort Emerald. Isn't that... Oh, yeah. Okay. I know where that is. The Scree Caves, okay. In the north wall of the largest, most barren cave, look for a wall marked with the sun symbol of Avernum, past a field of spires, and mutter this spell. He teaches you a brief incantation. Go, recover the blade, fight for Avernum, as I once did. Okay, I will. Quest has been added, apparently. Find Demon Slayer, indeed. Find Demon Slayer, exclamation point, and just find Demon Slayer. I mean, I will try to do so. I'm also going to... Oh, how much money did we actually get? 1,000 coins, not bad. Dirk leveled up, and he now has plenty of skill points. Sharpshooter costs 7, bows costs 8. But I also kind of want to see if 20 is the maximum. So, nah, I'm gonna do this. And it still costs 7, so I guess we're gonna be improving that next time as well. Okay, presumably this chamber has opened? Okay, good. Magically summon flames to decimate your foes. It's a difficult spell, but quite effective. The spell Fire Blast. Okay. I mean, that's this one that I hardly ever use. Maybe I should be using that more. It is relatively expensive, but, well, I'm gonna try to give that a try. When the next good opportunity presents itself. Sorry for that little cut there. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here. It just happens to be at almost the 1 hour mark anyway, but I was actually thinking about maybe making these videos specifically for Avernum and Queen's Wish a little bit shorter from now on, depending on where a good opportunity to end the episode presents itself. Maybe I'm gonna aim for something more around the 40 minute mark, just because for some reason or another I've found myself struggling with keeping up with my own release schedule a little bit. I don't know, it hasn't really been a problem in the past, but recently I've found myself recording videos on pretty short notice, basically, and having trouble to build a decent backlog of videos. Maybe making episodes just a little bit shorter on average might help with that. I mean, it should. We'll see how that works out. In this case, we saw with the fight lasting as long as it did, I ended up at an hour anyway, so we'll see. Anyway, just as a heads up, in case some of the episodes in the future are going to be a little bit shorter, I don't think anyone's really going to have a problem with that, but as always, feedback is welcome. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, if you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.